laughing at us right now, being like, oh, they have no idea that the world is going to change so much. They think they're going to be so hard and disciplinarian. Give them 5 years. What is up, everybody? I am Christian.
And I'm Anastasia.
All right, so this week, guys, we're going to jump into a little bit of a response to a video we did, a reel, that was all about disciplining Kwame. Is it okay for him to yell at us?
Yes.
It kind of went a little crazy. That got how many views on the reel?
It's almost 1 million.
Almost 1 million. So check that out before you continue on. And what are your thoughts? Because we're going to get into our takes. Is there cultural differences? Do we have? Are we on the same page? How we're going to approach disciplining or talking or respecting our child or child respecting us? All that's coming up right now here at Christian Anastasia.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, so hopefully you saw that reel. If you didn't, go check it out right now. So, babe, for all those who don't want to click on the link and watch it, explain the reel.
It was just one of those, like, church music or church reel music thing. And it's basically saying, no way, we will not allow Kwame to scream at us. That's all it was.
The refrain of the chorus was, there is no way. You put in the text box,
yes.
Would you allow Kwame to scream at you? We thought it was kind of funny because why would you allow your child to scream at you?
Yes.
If we're in public or at home, if kids like, no, Kwame was like, I'm not gonna do that. We didn't even think twice about it. Like, why would that be okay to anyone that your kid like just kind of goes off and blows up at you?
So we didn't think this was going to be a thing. And then the moment we posted it, actually, I'm not gonna lie, it did very well on Instagram as well. I think it was like over 200 comments, not one negative. We had a lot of comments, negative comments on YouTube. And I looking at like the profile and then clicking on some of the negative comments. Most of them on YouTube are actually younger, and shockingly, I would say 90% of the negative comments are non-Africans.
Anastasia's looking through the comments right now, so let's hear what some of the comments were.
When children scream at their parent, it's usually because they were raised on that kind of behavior, aggression and greed. Trust me, I am one of them. Before you judge others, think that maybe they are not the problem.
That's so funny though, but he's 2 years old.
Think that maybe they are not the problem. So basically it is the parents.
He's 2 years old though. How much time does he have in this world to be able to become an angry person because he got yelled at? He's 2 years old. We're talking about the future. We're not talking about now. Yeah. You yell at the kid now because he's running across the park and you're like, wow, get over here. Excuse us, we're having issues with trying to light a what are we, biracial couple?
Someone says, yeah, definitely, basically not in a melanin household, meaning not in a black household.
Not in a black household, what?
For your kid to scream at you. So they agree.
We've been in households where it's okay for a kid to scream at their parents. We do not think that's acceptable. For us, that's not acceptable. There's no way in heck Kwame is gonna scream at us. He's 2 right now, he has a big voice, he's figuring, but when he figures out, he gets more mature, there's no way he's yelling at us. It's not gonna happen.
Oh, hell no! And someone says, these two, when their child raises their voice at them, basically a child will say, Imperial, please spare me, have mercy on me. So basically we are superior or whatever.
Yeah, we are. I'm sorry. I just think it's a modern way of looking at things, like the kid is equal to the parent. It's not. I was not equal to my mother. I was not equal to my father. They were smarter, they were brighter, they took care of me, and I obeyed them, and thank God I did, because I was an idiot and I didn't know what I was doing. So
another person says, I hope they don't become a full-time family channel. That poor kid. And I did respond back and I said, well, unfortunately, I mean, we do have a family channel.
I guess we came across as that we're like, we dropped the hammer down on our child, or we're really fierce and heavy discipline, which I don't think we are. But again, he's 2, so we don't know yet what we are. But I think that's the fear, that people, I think, had fear and concern that we were going to be way too heavy-handed and big disciplinarians on Kwame, saying there's no way.
Listen, Kwame is 2, and then when he does something wrong, and then we walk in and I say, Kwame, hold my hand, he goes, no. So it's not like he's not going to show you some more emotion. I'm supposed to like scream at him like, don't you say no to me. Obviously, no. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm like, all right, Kwame, just, and I would like hold his back like, we gotta go.
One thing we want to ask you all is that many of you do come from a multicultural setting.
Or different race, or different,
just a background in your household. Have you and your spouse figure it out. Were you guys on opposite ends, the way you approach raising up children? So fortunately, I think so far we're on the same page.
We are. So, and then I think it's...
And I think sometimes you're more the good cop than me.
Yeah. But I also, what help is, if Kwame is doing something or he's holding something, as any kid would throw water on the floor, and I'm like, Kwame, don't do that, and he starts running to Christian. Christian is like, your mom told you not to do that. You know, like, so we both agree. So Christian is not going to be like, oh no, baby, come here. Why? No.
I think we both agree on these fierce values
Yes.
that Kwame, my son, better respect his mother and the women in his life.
So it helps. We were raised in a way where we're both supposed to respect the elders or our peers. And so we want Kwame to learn the same thing. That's all. Basically, that's all. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. What is so wrong with that?
So there are, I think folks are going to disagree with us. So if maybe you have a different take on this, you're like, no, it's okay for the kid to yell at you because they're expressing their emotion. They got to be able the freedom to be able to show authority. But I know this is what works for us. Everything is wrapped in a tremendous amount of love for our son.
We should have taken pictures of those comments. That has been deleted. Some of them were really bad.
Like, what were they saying?
Oh, that's what happens in this world. Like, we should raise our kid to be not to be fearful. We got a lot, actually 3 Africans who responded and saying, and they all agreed about the healthy fear.
Well, you have to have healthy fear. You have fear you're going to flunk the test, so you study harder. I mean, a healthy amount of fear works.
Leave a comment below. Do you agree with us? How do you parent your kid? Again, we know Kwame is only 2. We are nowhere close to anything yet.
I have a prediction though. It seems like just from the comments from before that most people from an African household will definitely be in line with it's okay to be stronger on the disciplinarian side, to run a tight ship. And I think Anastasia and I will probably run a tighter ship than the average, let's say, American family. I don't know if whatever that means, because I look at Anastasia and I look at her siblings, and they are just incredible with work ethic and respect for elders. And the same thing, my parents did that to us, and I'm so grateful for it because just how we're able to interact with the world and respect those around us.
We also appreciate when people come to us and say that our kid did something wrong to them. So if a neighbor come or at a church, someone comes and say, oh, Kwame just smacked someone or whatever it is.
But he's only 2.5, so we haven't received any criticism because, you know, he's just not
everything he's doing is a 2-year-old.
So at the end of the day, we're being very naive, and so maybe we'll laugh at ourselves years from now on this vlog.
In the next 10, 15 years, we'll come and give like, so guys, do you remember?
We throw everything away.
So if you leave in the comment and say, oh, you guys don't know how your kid is going to act, yeah, we are very aware. Are you also raising your kid based on how you were raised, or you felt like you were raised so wrongly that you're doing the opposite?
Are you laughing at us right now being like, oh, they have no idea that the world is going to change so much. They think they're going to be so hard and disciplinarian. Give them 5 years. Were you like us right now being like, this is how we're going to run the ship, a tight ship, and that it changes radically? Please tell us.
Somebody leave a comment and say that. Guys, wait until he gets older when he can stand tall and look you in the eyes.
Yeah, and sometimes you just don't want to fight the battle anymore. It's exhausting to discipline someone. It is exhausting. Hit the subscribe button because we want you to be part of the community. Hit the little bell as well because that reminds you of everything that's going on here. Thank you so much with dealing with us and exploring this little thing that went to 1 million views. Please, we love you. Bye.